where Felix had come out on top of Frost was at Almost Ascension. Ultimate Singles was winner semifinals, which is kind of funny because that's exactly what we're running right now. And yeah, it looks like a lot of other face-offs, like for example in grand finals of like some of the smaller pilot programs, things like that as well. So they have definitely gone head-to-head a number of times. We'll have to see how this one plays out tonight.
Right. So anyway, they're going to get right into this thing. Felix opting for the Joker this evening.
Yeah, quite an interesting pick. They do know for a fact that Frost does have a Joker, but it has been a hot minute since I've seen him on this character pick. So I'm kind of curious as to what the reason might be for the pick, but we'll have to see how it plays out.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't been seeing Felix strictly play their main Fox for a while, actually. I mean, they've been opting more for experience with the Min-Min, the Sephiroth tonight we saw before, and now the Joker.
Yeah.
So I think Felix is probably trying to self-impose a little bit of challenge on them, or it could potentially just be the fact that they want to learn the character because they're very good.
Oh yeah, that could definitely be a valuable reason as well. I don't know, I just, and I'm talking from personal experience here because Felix ended up being my round 2 opponent at Smash Reach, and that man went straight Fox against me, so I'm a little bit interested to see the Joker being played here all the way up to winter semifinals.
Well, look, regionals and majors are one thing. Right. Weeklies are another thing. You have a little bit of wiggle room to experiment in weeklies. It's the big big events that accumulate huge masses of people and have that really prestigious prize pot that make it worth it.
Right, that is definitely worth mentioning here. But also another thing worth mentioning is our tied stock count, as Felix and Frost have done a great job doing numbers on one another on that percentage and closing them out efficiently to reset the stock count for the both of them.
We're getting to the point where I'm definitely going to be expecting a lot more tricky options out of these combos from Frost. Frost, whenever they have a pretty close game, they usually need a crazy option to put them over. So I'm expecting jab to F smash any second now.
Oh yeah, something nutty could be coming into fruition here in just a moment, especially now that we have our Sen active. So it's going to be either Frost time to make a move, or it could be his opportune time to play it a little bit more safely, as we're seeing here. He's trying to jump away off the platforms, but Felix is doing a great job at calling out with a couple of Arsene up airs. And good job catching the gun option onto the stage and following up the forward tilt for Frost to pull out in front.
So I'm just kind of entranced right now. With the adaptation I'm seeing from Frost, they're doing a really good job of waiting for Felix to overcommit to an approach and then punishing with the close quarters game of the Roy pick.
Yeah, there you go.
See, there it is.
Yeah, that Roy pick is definitely a strong one, as you're seeing there.
Yeah, so Felix overextended to get back on stage, and Frost was able to track him down like a heat-seeking missile right here. Gets him with that forward tilt, runs right over, catches him overextending with the back air, and then is able to get the full side B, which is stronger than Limit Cross Slash, by the way.
Oh yeah, it is.
Good job designing that one. And the Wolf instead coming out now.
Yeah, we got
just playing all the top tiers this evening.
Yeah, all the top tiers are coming out in full force here from Felix. But with the PS2 stage still in play, we're gonna have to see how the dynamic shifts with this new character on screen.
Yeah, this is not a situation for Frost right now, dealing with counter picks every game. So where Felix has so far 2 games, or one full game of the Roy, this is the first time Frost is seeing the Wolf tonight. So they got to make adjustments on the fly right here, right now.
That's right. We're gonna have to see exactly what Felix does have in store for us, because so far this neutral is definitely shaping up. But in terms of taking out these stocks, I feel like 109. What do you think, Larry? Is that just about good enough percent to close out this stock?
Yep, especially for Wolf.
Oh, yes.
And I'd argue that more so it's not the neutral right now. It's the advantage stage, not giving Frost any breathing room to land or even get back on stage. That's really paying Felix dividends right now.
Oh yeah, but it seems like Frost was well aware of that. Made sure to do an adequate 101% before losing that stock and very neatly close it out to tie the stock count once again.
Right, and already right off the Halo platform, Felix is getting punished 41%, because this combo game for Roy is really good. You know, most of the time you'd be like, yeah, I want to be consistently hitting sweet spots. If you hit the sour spots sometimes with Roy, they're not sent as far, so you can get combos at your leisure.
Yeah, you can basically just do as you please, and that's an all. There we go. We got the Jive bead coming out to close out the second stock and put Frost at a very healthy 35% and an entire stock lead right now.
Yeah, and you know, I gotta be honest with you, Felix is starting to reel from the pressure and the pain. Very close to losing that stock. Frost doing a good job getting these pogo stick combos, actually. It's not something you usually see off of them.
Yeah, not a very common sight, that's for sure. But you know what? It is Felix on Wolf, so you can't say that's necessarily common either. But there we go. We got Jump Air following up to close out this second game in favor once again of Frost.
Now,
Frost looking primed and ready for a 3-0 victory here, but if I know anything about our main man Felix, they're not going to make it easy. I could expect the Wolf here. I think the Sephiroth might be a little bit more likely, or the Min Min.
Oh yeah, definitely
But
a possibility.
They're hovering low. I think it's Sephiroth. Yep.
Sephiroth?
No.
No Pit.
Pit?
Pit pick. Interesting. We went from the top tier cheater characters to about as honest as you can get.
I don't think there's an honest character in this game. Everyone's like, oh, Pit's so honest. I disagree.
You don't
This
think
Mad
so?
Lad has really fast smash attacks, and, you know, just drag down combos, air-to-airs that are very hard to deal with. Definitely not Eve's character, and also that.
Yeah, got all kinds of stuff for Felix to pull out right now, but we're gonna see the best of the best come out from this character in order for Felix to keep himself in this winner semis.
I think people call Pit honest just another way of saying they're bad.
I mean, I don't want to say Pit is bad either. I don't think that.
Well, compared to the rest of the roster, there's very little to work with here.
Right. I mean, there's really nothing that puts Pit down on the tier list, but also really nothing that sets him apart from, you know, those that are basically with him in the same area.
Right. I mean, you know, very good landing option in that down B. Doesn't always work against projectiles. Or
right.
It's not only useful against projectiles, it's useful in a lot of other situations as well. And there it is, that fast up smash to be taking stock.
Yeah, it's definitely true, man. I mean, and like you said, well, I mean, I guess it's more so down to what's going to be important for Felix, I feel like, in order to close out this game, is honestly just going for the stuff that maybe Frost wouldn't be expecting for Felix to do in neutral. I feel like a little bit of unorthodox neutral compared to, like, you know, a run-of-the-mill Pit playstyle would be super beneficial for Felix if he really does know his stuff on this character.
And I feel like the problem with that is that I think the normal gameplay for Pit is optimal. I don't think Pit has too many. I don't think Pit has a deep pocket of options to choose from all the time.
Exactly, and that's why I like to call Pit like one of the most like honest characters in the game. But that pretty much that reason. But hey, look at that. We do still have a little bit of jank that we can pull out as we successfully caught a jump on Frost recovery and is now finding himself down a stock. And only 57% of Felix's name.
Yeah. But hey, again, this is just one overextension for Felix, and Frost can have a field day with that. But, you know, I think right now it's the lack of matchup experience that Frost has with the Pit that's given them the hardest time. I mean, Pit's not a hard character to deal with on their own, but when very few people play Pit at a competitive level, you know, it's no wonder that whenever Felix, one of the best in the state, pulls it out, you might struggle a little bit.
Yeah, there may be a little bit of struggle, and right now we're seeing that definitely being displayed right now. 88% as both players are now on their last stock. Look at that solid side beat for 100, an up air to follow up for 112, and this is starting to look like Frost is on his last legs for this game. super close to being able to
this
take this
does
with a
mean
3-0
this
win.
is max rage.
Oh yeah, max rage, and Frost is definitely one game away, but we're
But
gonna
there
have to,
is the upper dash arm to take that stock.
yeah, we're gonna have to run that one back to see if we can try and pull it out the second time around. Because again, pick, very obscure pick. We're gonna have to see if Frost is gonna be able to adapt to this come this next match.
Dude, I freaking love Pit. Like, what a goofball.
Very funny, an airhead for sure.
Funny man. Yeah, and he's one of the reasons that Uprising's one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah, they did write the characters very well. Especially
Sakurai wrote the game.
Considering the
Actually, believe it or not.
yeah, I know he directed that game, but I'm like considering what they had to work with, which is like literally just like sprites of people. They that team definitely did a great job of bringing that series to life.
Definitely,
Sure, but
definitely.
hey,
And you know, we do see another character switch coming in this time once again for Felix, but it's going to be the Sephiroth this time around. Switches from the Angel of Skyworld to the one-winged angel from your nightmares.
yup, and it's looking like right now this is a matchup that Frost may be a little bit more familiar with, as he's successfully taken the first stock, only withstanding 11%, and Felix is going to be off to a little bit of a rough start on what could potentially be still their last winner's match of the night.
Yeah, but look, this is the featherweight champion, so that's why these kills are doing so well this early. And look, Roy gets kills very early on this stage anyway. Now he's playing against one of the lightest characters in the game, so I mean, the consistent kills here are going to be crazy.
Right.
That's not to say Felix doesn't have firepower as well, though.
Oh yeah, no, Felix definitely does have some very strong options that could be coming into play here soon. Especially since we do still have yet to see the one-wing angel, so that could be playing somewhat of a factor later on in this match.
It could, assuming we don't lose the stock like now.
Yeah, here it is. So now that the one-wing angel is out, we're going to see how that affects Felix's playstyle. We're definitely seeing the jumps being utilized to the full extent, but still being caught in the Jared. And now we're going to be finding Felix at the last stop on winner's side. But is he going to be able to close it out and bring it to a game 5? It's going to be now or never, that's for sure.
Yeah, and I was going to say, in this situation, the wing shows up rather early at 40%, so that could be lasting for the entire stock. Yep, good avoidance of the Scintilla there from Frost. But Felix on their last leg, and there it is, the Nair Jack Air.
That is going to be 3 pairs in a row to close out in 3-1 fashion for Frost. Very, very strong finish on that set, and he